Hello and welcome to another IELTS speaking practice video with Johnny. This is class IELTS 37 and three students. Mr. Juan, he's still having COVID, so maybe he's not joining us for like I would say 2 weeks, maybe. Not so sure. Anyway, class, are you ready for your practice?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course you should be. Now let's go to part 1, topic number 38. Concentration.
It's hard for you.
Concentration. Okay, so there are several meanings for concentration. But concentration here means focus on something. To focus on something. It doesn't mean the concentration in chemistry, you know. Nó không có nghĩa là nồng độ trong hóa học đâu nhé. Concentration ở đây là sự tập trung. So concentration here means like a good focus on something. A good focus. Một sự tập trung tốt. Okay, so let's do it, Miss Nhung, please. So is it hard for you to stay focused on something?
Yes, I think it's really hard for me because something around me is noisy, so I can't focus on.
You mean
that
your
things.
atmosphere around you? It's
Yes,
quite
yes.
noisy.
That's my fear. Yeah, and do something I don't like reading a book or something like that. I can't focus on it.
I can't focus. Oh.
Focus.
So I can focus on it, I see. So there are a lot of distraction around you? Is that what you meant? Is there a lot of distraction around you? Sự sao nhãng.
Yes. Like my neighborhood is only like karaoke.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, karaoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically you have distraction. The verb is to distract someone. And of course you have two adjectives, distracting and distracted. So one is active and one is passive adjective. Một cái tính từ chủ động, cái tính từ bị động. So distracting describe the nature of something, and distracted describe the feeling of someone or the status of someone, what they feel. For example, having a loud environment, that is distracting, but it causes you to feel distracted. You see the difference, right? Of course. So distracting, distracted. Interesting, interested. Exciting, excited. You know. Anyway, Mr. Young, please. Is it hard for you to stay focused on something?
So I'm used to be really easy to focus on anything that I do.
I used to be able to focus easily.
To be able.
I used to be able to focus easily.
But after COVID-19 and the most dangerous
Thing, yeah,
is Delta.
You mean the Delta strain? You mean the Delta strain
Yeah.
of COVID, and you got it, is it?
Yeah, I have it. And after that, I'm really easy to be distracted.
You are easy to be distracted
by everything.
Let's hope that you won't get distracted in your IELTS exam and get bad grade. Okay, anyway.
I have tried.
Of course you will try. You're a good student. You're a good student anyway. So Miss Tien, please, your microphone. Please do not turn it off. Now, so Miss Tien, please, is it hard for you to stay focused on something?
are so many things around me, and everything has its own dream.
Stay close to the microphone, please.
Me.
Mhm.
There are so many things around me, and everything has its own dreams. So it is difficult for me to stay focused on something.
Oh, so it's difficult for you to stay focused on something. But Miss Tien, what do you do to help you concentrate?
I usually plan for something and try to find a basis play
You mean to
to
find a what? What do you find?
find basis place
Okay.
to make me uh, more focused on the thing I want,
To focus on what?
on the thing I want.
What? Không hiểu, I don't understand. Your pronunciation, please be careful. Cẩn thận. Phát âm nha.
Cái nơi nó đơn giản để mình tập trung vô cảm nhận của nó thôi.
So it's simple to focus on what I want. Okay. Alright, so Miss Nhung, please. So when do you need to be focused?
Once I think it is the day before I have the exam.
Oh.
Yes, and when I have the test in classroom, yeah, something like that, I need to
Okay.
be extremely focused because it will affect my score.
Okay, so it will affect your score, I see. Of course, in life, in work, and in our study, we need to be focused. We need to stay focused a lot. And so I believe that without a good focus, people cannot succeed in life. Không tập trung được là không thành công được trong cuộc đời, thiệt luôn á. That's what I believe in. Alright, so what do you think, Miss Nhung? Do you believe that focus is very important for success, sorry?
Yeah, I agree with you because if you don't focus, you do everything is really not clearly. So do something it's not good.
Do you think that focus is important? Of course.
Yes.
It's difficult to do anything. And so without a good focus, you cannot achieve like something excellent, isn't it? You cannot
Yes.
do things good. Không thể làm được mọi thứ mà tốt được nếu không tập trung được đâu thiệt. And a good achievement, good things lead to success, you know. Alright, so Mr. Young, please. What may distract you when you are trying to stay focused?
Oh, I think me and my generations actually is my phones and my computers and social medias, because nowadays in social media there's plenty of dramas, and
Of course, there's so much dramas on social media now. It's terrible.
and my generation love dramas. They love drinking teas and look, and how can I say, giờ kiểu
How
chứng
can
kiến chứng kiến cái drama đã xảy ra ấy.
When people to witness something, chứng kiến cái gì đó. So when people witness those dramas, what happened?
We stay focused on it. Besides, they stay focused on their work. Actually, like I'm doing my homework, but after that I'm looking for a drama on social media, and I feel it interesting.
It's still interesting to watch, isn't it?
So I left my homework and I'm looking for drama to watch. That's all.
So, concentration is something that is difficult to have in this age, I think.
Yeah.
And when you have so many things going on, it's very tough to concentrate on something. So that's why people might advise you to find a quiet place to study, because there are less distraction, much less distraction, so you can stay focused on something. But sometimes a background noise is required to stay focused as well, you know. You need background noise. Tiếng ồn ở nền. Like for example, people talking. Or sometimes we need background noise like music in the background, for example. Then you can concentrate. When it's too quiet, it's difficult to focus sometimes too, because your body, you might try to do something else to create the noise needed, you know. And
Yeah.
that distracts you from doing the work. Đôi khi nó yên tĩnh quá thì cái cơ thể mình hoặc là mình á tìm cách tạo tiếng ồn để tạo background noise đó, mà chính vì vậy thì nó lại không có tập trung được. That's what I think. So Miss Tiến, please, do you think that focus is important?
I think when we do some work, focus is very necessary because it will besides the work will done fast or
The work will
slow.
what? The work will what?
Will be done fast or slow.
Will be done best also. Is that?
Or slow. Fast
Or slow.
or
Best.
slow.
Or slow. I see.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's all.
All right. So that's a good idea. Okay, let's move on to 37. It's about getting lost. Bị lạc á. Getting lost. Is 37 getting lost? Okay, so Miss Tien, please. Have you ever lost your way?
I have lost many times in
You mean I have lost my way many times?
yes. The latest time
Is the latest time was, because it's in the past, you know. Quá khứ nha, trong quá khứ. The latest time was.
sorry. The latest time was the first day I went to my university. I and my friend have lost our way. So if we go in the right way, we just spend 5 minutes. But
What?
I and my
We
friend
just what?
just spend 5 minutes.
Just spend what? 5 minutes, you mean? Just spend 5 minutes, isn't it?
Yes, but we use 1 hour to went to our school.
We spent an hour
Spent.
to go to our school, right?
Went to school.
No, we spent an hour to go to our school. Tại cái dạng từ thứ hai nó là thay về thể nguyên mẫu. Có to. Because the second verb becomes like, you know, infinitive with to, you know. It's no longer in past tense. The second verb is not in past tense in this case. Khi nó có chủ ngữ mới nữa rồi, cái động từ thứ hai nó mới trở thành quá khứ nha. When there's a second subject, then your second verb will be in past tense in this case. Alright, so Miss Nhung, please. Have you ever lost your way?
Yeah, I have lost my way to go to this, to come back home or to go to other place I want.
Other places, right? To other places, right?
Places I want, yeah. And lost my way is look like orientation.
Look like what?
Orientation. This means định hướng.
Orientation.
Orientation. Yeah.
Orientation. Định hướng.
Yeah.
I lost my way. It's like I cannot orient myself. I cannot orientate myself, and I do not know where to go. Something like that. So, Miss
Right.
Nyung, what do you often do? What do you often do when you are lost?
If I lost the way to go anywhere, I will search the Google Map or book a route on my phone.
I think search on Google Map. We don't have the Google Map. I think search on Google Map. I think. What did I? To search on Google Map or
Yeah, and book Grab on my mobile phone.
you mean book book a Grab driver from your mobile phone? I see.
And if I lose orientation, what I'm doing, I will need advice
So
from my
to know what I'm
parents.
doing, because orientation sounds weird in this case. Cái từ đó nó nghe nó quá trịnh trọng, trong cái trường hợp này nó không có tự nhiên. So let's say that if I don't know where to go, what to do, I would do something.
Yeah.
Đừng có quá trịnh trọng tự nhiên xong rồi đừng có quá trịnh trọng xong rồi mất tự nhiên nhé. In part 1, remember, part 1 you need to be natural. You need to be natural and you need to pronounce things correctly. Nhớ nha. Part 1 là phải có cái độ trôi chảy và phải nói chuyện tự nhiên và dùng từ mà vừa phải thôi. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so Mr. Yoon, please, have you ever lost your way?
Actually, no, I haven't, because I'm really I remember the ways that it took me to that place or took me back to my house or everywhere. I remember each place, each mark on the map or on
you
the
do?
way that I came.
Oh, you do? Oh, that's strange. Because some people, they lost their way easier than the others, you know.
Yeah, because I'm in the way go there, I'm usually focused on something.
I usually
I usually focus on something
I
like
usually focus on something.
focus on some things like the bar on some restaurants.
You mean
Or
the
just-
mark or the logo or the symbols on the restaurant, right?
Yeah, just a sign. So that's right. That's why I can remember the way to. So I cannot get lost
Okay.
easy.
Good for you, because I often get lost easily.
Uh,
I see. Okay, so Miss Tin, please. Have you ever helped someone who got lost?
I have never. There are so many people ask me for the way, but I can't show them. I remember the road and the way so badly, so I can't give them the answer for the way they want.
I can't give them the answer for the way they want. I see. Từng cái từ nó phải rõ ràng giống như thầy nói nè. I can't give them the answer for the way they want. Try to do that, please. Be clear. Try to do that again. Once again. Have you ever helped someone who got lost?
No, I have never. There are so many people ask me for the way, but I can't show them. I remember.
I can't show them. SH nha.
Show
I
them.
can't show them.
I can't show them.
Okay.
I remember the road very badly, so I can give them the answers for
I
the
can't
way
give them the answer. I can't give them the answer.
the answer for the way they want.
Okay. All right. Now, Miss Nhung, please, do you think some people get lost easier than the other people?
To be honest, I don't understand clearly this question, but maybe
Okay, this question, some people they actually get lost easier than the other people because of some reasons, like they don't pay attention to a lot to the way when they travel, for example.
yeah.
So basically, this question might ask you, is it true that some people get lost easier than other people? Cái câu mà như nó hỏi là có đúng thật hay không? Là con người ta có một số người thì là bị lạc dễ dàng hơn những người khác. Có đúng vậy không? Is it true?
Yeah, I think it's true. Some people like
People.
like disability.
I mean the people with disability.
Yeah, disability.
The people with disability or the disabled. The disabled, những người bị tàn tật. The disabled or the people with disability.
Disabled. No idea. Disposed.
Yes. And anything else, Miss Nhung? Do you think the people get lost easier? Some people get lost easier than the other people?
Maybe they don't want to concentrate on where they're going.
Where they were going.
Where they were going. Yeah.
And what else? Some people they are just absent-minded. Cái đầu ấy mình để đâu? Rơi mất đâu? Absent-minded. It means that absent-minded means you don't pay attention.
Yeah.
It means you don't pay attention at all. It's like your head is on the cloud always. Cái đầu trên mây suốt luôn á. Your head is on the cloud always. Some people are absent-minded. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think, Mr. Young? Do you think some people get lost easier than the other people?
I think yes, because they cannot remember the way because they're not focused on the way they
Focus on.
focus.
They cannot what?
Focus.
They cannot focus on.
Focus on the mark on the way they came to that place, like me, because I remember.
Of course, you told us that you remember the way very well.
Yeah, but some they don't know how to go there. They don't remember anything.
Nở cái vàng như nở sông Ngư. Some people they have the memory of a goldfish. Some people they have a memory of a goldfish. Một số người có cái trí nhớ của một con cá vàng. They have a memory of a goldfish. Goldfish. And they cannot remember details very well, short term, So their short term memory, trí nhớ gần, trí nhớ ngắn hạn, their short term memory might not be so good, So those people out there, they're absent-minded, their minds are always somewhere, so they got lost very easily. Alright, let's move on to part 2 now. I would like you to try number 67. Part 2, 67. Wait, did we do this one before? Car trip, motorbike, bicycle trip, something?
Yeah, already.
Okay, we did 67 already. And I believe that we did 66 already, right? A situation when you have to be polite. Hello?
Yes.
We did 66 already. Of course, I didn't write down on my notebook. Okay, maybe it's time. Okay, so this is part 3, this is part 2. Okay, let's do 65 now. There's no part 3 for some topics. Okay, let's do 65, part 2 only. Describe an important event that you celebrated. That you celebrated. Miêu tả một sự kiện quan trọng mà các bạn đã ăn mừng. So basically this one is the past. Quá khứ nhé. You should say what it was. Sự kiện gì vậy? Where it happened. Nó đã diễn ra vào chỗ nào, ở chỗ nào. Why it was important. Tại sao nó là quan trọng. Explain how people felt about it. Giải thích con người ta cảm thấy thế nào về điều đó. Alright, so I'll give you 2 minutes. 2 phút suy nghĩ bắt đầu. Okay, let's do it. Now, so Mr. Young, you first. Describe an important event that you celebrated. Speak clearly.
Okay, so it's traditional Vietnamese or maybe Asian.
There was a time when it was the traditional something.
There was a time was the traditional Vietnamese is called Tết holidays, obviously, and so it happened in the first day of the first year in the lunatic calendar. So we celebrated for goodbye the old years and celebrate for the new years.
To say goodbye, to say farewell,
Farewell.
Yeah, to say farewell. To say farewell to the old year and
celebrate to the new years for the luckies will come to us, and it's quite important because how can I say, nhắc nhớ lại về tổ tiên là gì vậy?
It's a way to remind people. It's a way to remind people about their ancestor. Để nhắc con người ta về tổ tiên của họ, những tổ tiên của họ.
So it's the way to remind people about their ancestors. About
their ancestors.
About their ancestor, and it's traditional and everyone like it except my age.
Except people of your age? Oh, I see.
Yes, because my age now, that is not really fun.
Of course, since my time, that has never been fun.
Like the young one, like the children right now, they really like tests, not like me.
Don't worry, slowly they will feel that.
Okay.
Slowly they will feel that. Okay.
I'm still sad that I cannot feel the Tết holidays fun like before.
I'm so glad it's over now.
Bro.
Anyway, because that is a disruption of normal routine, and it disrupts the productivity of people too. Think about it. After Tet, after the Lunar New Year of Vietnam, when you mention the word Tet, you have to understand that you have to explain what that is. You have to mention that it is a traditional occasion. It's a national holiday, a traditional occasion of Vietnamese people. It's a national holiday, of course, là một ngày lễ quốc gia. It's a national holiday, so basically, it's Lunar New Year. That is Lunar New Year of the Vietnamese people. Okay, remember, when you mention a name that is not English, you must explain what it is. Thì các bạn nêu một cái tên không phải tiếng Anh nha. Các bạn phải ví dụ các bạn phải giải thích ra nó là cái gì nha. Alright, so Miss Tiến, please describe an important event that you celebrated. Please.
I have been through many celebrations in my life, but
I have been through many celebrations in my life. Many celebrations in my life. Okay,
I've
please.
been through many celebrations in my life, but the one that reminds me the most in April 6th of last year,
Is the
April 6th,
April the 6th, you mean?
yes, or the 6th,
April the 6th. Ngày 6 tháng 4 là April the 6th nha. It's April the 6th. Because it's the 6th day of April. Nhớ nó là số đế, nó là không phải là số đếm bình thường, nó là số thứ tự nha. Ngày thứ 6 của cái tháng 4. Remember, it's not like ordinal number, I think. It's the 6th of April.
the 6th of April
Okay.
last year. You know, girls have 8 March and 20 October to receive gifts, but boys haven't. So my class consider April the 6th is Boy Day.
The days of boys, isn't it?
Yes, it was the first time that the girls in my class
The girls
the
in the class.
the girls in my class held a party for the boys. Or more special, it was the last time we had a party together at a high
A party. Party là gì? Party.
party.
Oh my god. A
We have-
party together.
We had a party together as
Okay.
high school students.
Okay.
In this day, we talk about our best experience, what we have joined together, and sending our best wishes for the futures.
For the future.
We had laughed so much and also
We
cried.
had laughed.
laughed
We had laughed so much.
and yes, and cried a lot. I think it was a moment that our 44 members in my class will never forget.
Okay. Good. Miss Nyung, please, your turn. Please describe an important event that you celebrated.
Yes, I have celebrated my
I had
older
celebrated, yeah.
I have celebrated my older brother wedding. Yes, it
Your
happened
older
at
brother's wedding, yes.
it happened at a restaurant. It was a luxury stay. The organizer at this place decides with some balloon, cake, a wine. So it's really magnificent.
It was really magnificent, I see.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's really important because it's also a special day for everybody because some people just celebrated one
Just
time
celebrated.
celebrated one time in their
Once
life.
in their life. Just celebrate this occasion once in their life. Yeah. People just celebrate this occasion once in their life. Con người ta chỉ có ăn mừng cái này một lần trong đời thôi. Once in their life. Of course, nobody wants to celebrate this one twice or 3 times, you know.
Yeah.
Không có ai muốn ăn mừng đám cưới 2 lần, 3 lần, 4 lần đâu.
Yeah.
You know. Okay.
The guests feel really happy for them, and their parents proud of them because at this times they were an extremely beautiful and pretty couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so they became husband and wife after that occasion. Alright, good. Let's move on to 64 now. Describe a time that you misunderstood someone. Miêu tả một thời điểm mà các bạn đã hiểu lầm ai đó. So this is 64, isn't it? Okay. You should say when this happened. Điều này diễn ra lúc nào? What you were doing. Các bạn đã đang làm cái gì lúc đó? Why you misunderstood the person. Tại sao các bạn lại hiểu lầm người ta? And explain how you felt about it. Giải thích là bạn cảm thấy thế nào về điều đó. Okay, a time you misunderstood someone. Một thời điểm mà bạn đã hiểu lầm ai đó. Alright, you have 2 minutes to think about this one. Okay, your turn comes now. Miss Kim Tian, please, you first. Please describe a time that you misunderstood someone.
Yes, I want to tell about the story when I was in grade 8.
In grade 8.
In grade 8.
Grade 8.
In grade 8.
In grade 8.
At this time, I wasn't good at chemistry.
Chemistry. I wasn't good at chemistry, so.
Yes, and when I have a test, I sit with my best friend who was very good at chemistry.
Chemistry. Chemistry. At chemistry. Was very good at chemistry. Chemistry.
And I thought that, oh my gosh, that's great. And I asked my friends about the answer in the test time, but my friend doesn't give me the answer.
My friend didn't give me the answer.
Yes.
Right.
And
of course, because you cheated. You basically should not expect an answer.
Yes.
Remember.
I was very angry with my friend, and
you should not be angry because you are not in a position to get angry.
Yes.
You were not in a position to get angry with people.
Yes.
Em đã không phải một cái vị thế mà để em có thể đáng nổi giận người ta được. Because you cheated. Remember.
I think at this time I just apologize, so I don't think very good.
So I didn't think very clearly. I see.
Yes, and I think that he was selfish with me, but after that he helped me review and gain more knowledge about chemistry.
About chemistry.
Yes, and after that time I get more knowledge and can do the test myself. So I nhận ra là quên mất tiêu. Realize. So I realized that. I realized that uh, what this were what he did is that he want to have me better.
Help me get better. I see.
Yes, and we glow again.
And we became close friends again.
Yes.
And we became close friends again. Okay, good. Alright, Mr. Young, please. Can you describe a time that you misunderstood someone?
So it started when I was first start my grade 7 in the new school. I met her friends. He's new into school too. But first, I think he's well good at everything. He can fix. He can fix electronics. How can I say the lab, or maybe the laptops, or maybe the PC. But after that, for the middle of the semester, I realized that he's studying is.
I realized that.
I realized that he's not really good like understood him, so I don't really like it because
I didn't
he's
really like it. I didn't really like it.
I didn't really like it
I
because
didn't really like it.
I didn't really like it because he's not really good at studying, and his attitude for everything is really
It was really.
uh, thoroughly thôi,
Sorry?
thoroughly thôi.
Um, Basically, he doesn't care, isn't it? He didn't
Yeah.
care. He showed a I don't care, period. So basically, he showed that he didn't care. He showed that he didn't care. Yes? Is that all?
And the first I think is he's good, but now I really don't really like to play with him. And
Play, are you sure?
I play
Hang out with him.
không kiểu chơi với bạn đấy chứ không phải hang out thôi.
Chơi là cái play đó là chơi game, chơi gì đó nha các bạn. Còn cái kiểu mà chơi mà tiếng Việt mình nói á, là quan hệ với nó nữa.
Yeah.
Remember, it's to hang out with people. To play with people means you are playing a game or something. Try to say it again. That sentence.
So I don't really want to hang out with him
I didn't
anymore.
want to, so I didn't want to hang out with him.
So I didn't want to hang out with him. And now he's studying in not a really good school in District 3, far from here. Luckily.
Don't hold grudges. Đừng có thù dai như thế. Don't hold grudges. Don't hold grudges inside, you know.
Bởi vì nói chung là thằng này đã cringe thầy. Cái gì nó làm nó cũng rất là cringe. Thế nên là có cái thằng đấy.
Anyway, I understand, but don't hold grudges, okay?
Okay.
Don't hold it inside, otherwise it will be your toxin. That will harm you.
Okay.
Don't hold grudges. Now, so Miss Nhung, please, your turn to describe a time that you misunderstood someone.
Yeah, this is turn. When I was in secondary school, I have told my friends, I have told my secrets to my best friend. And I said,
To my best friend.
best friend. And I said that you mustn't tell it to
Wait,
anyone.
did you say dad or father?
And I said that.
Ah, okay, I said that. Okay.
Yeah, but suddenly, one time I heard another classmate discuss about this topic that
Okay.
quite similar with my story.
Quite similar to.
Quite similar to my story. Yeah, yeah. And this time I still a small girl and don't have enough
And I didn't have. I was a small girl and I didn't have enough.
enough concert. Yeah.
Conscience.
Concert.
Ý thức conscience.
Concert.
Sorry, I didn't have the how can I say? I didn't have
Enough.
the clue. I didn't know. I didn't know. I couldn't tell right from wrong easily. Tôi không thể nói điều gì là đúng hay sai gì đó dễ dàng được. I couldn't tell right from wrong easily. You know? Tôi không thể nào nói được chuyện nào đúng là sai một cách dễ dàng được. I couldn't tell right from wrong easily.
Yeah, it's so like I don't have enough aware to control my anger.
Anger.
What I would say. Yeah, what I would say. I have made an argument with my best friend. We will not have a conversation until I heard my friend.
We haven't had a conversation. We hadn't had a conversation until quá khứ hoàn thành, past perfect. We hadn't had a conversation
until I heard my friend's explanation.
Okay, until you heard your friend's explanation.
Yeah, and I thought again that were my phones, and then
That was your fault.
Yeah.
You thought it was your fault, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our relationship was rescued again.
Were restored. You mean were our relationship became restored. I mean became good again. Let's just say our relationship became good again.
Yeah, good again.
Easily. Became good again. Became restored. I think it sounds unnatural. Nghe không tự nhiên đâu.
Yeah.
Become good again. Or became good again. Okay. And how did you feel about it? How you felt about it?
After that, I feel.
After that, I felt
really sad and I feel. Yeah, feel really sad, and I think I need to do something for my friends. Sorry about her.
Okay. I think that's quite good enough. Now let's move on to 63. Describe an interesting experience you have had. Miêu tả một cái trải nghiệm thú vị. Interesting. Always interesting. Interested. Remember interesting and interested. One is an active adjective. One is a passive adjective. Interesting describes the nature of something that is interesting. However, if something is interesting, it causes you to feel interested in it. Một cái tính từ chủ động, tính từ bị động các bạn. Nếu mà một thứ gì đó nó interesting thì nó gây ra cái cảm giác interested ở người khác. Alright, be careful. Now describe an interesting experience you have had. Miêu tả một trải nghiệm thú vị mà các bạn đã từng có. You should say what it was. Trải nghiệm gì vậy? When it happened. Nó đã diễn ra lúc nào? Why it was interesting. Tại sao trải nghiệm đó là thú vị? Explain how you felt about it. Giải thích là bạn cảm thấy thế nào về cái trải nghiệm đó. And you have part 3 here. Do you think that people need to have more interesting experiences in their life? Why not? Bạn có nghĩ rằng con người ta cần phải có thêm những trải nghiệm thú vị trong cuộc đời của họ không? Tại sao không? What can be the benefits of having different experiences? Cái gì có thể là ích lợi của chuyện có nhiều trải nghiệm khác nhau? Like if you have a lot of different experiences, what can come out of it? How can it help you? How can it help you succeed? How can it help you enjoy your life more? How can it help other people? You know? Có nhiều trải nghiệm khác nhau. Like for example, you have experience when you travel abroad and you talk to so many people and then you do a lot of things that normally people would not do. Or you play extreme sport, for example. Có thể chơi những môn thể thao mà mạo hiểm, extreme sport chẳng hạn. Extreme, you can do extreme sports, for example. Or you can do things that normally people wouldn't do. You know? Okay. That can contribute to a lot of different experiences a person could have. You know? Okay. Do you think that everybody should travel abroad? Why not? Bạn có nghĩ rằng mọi người đều nên là đi du lịch nước ngoài hay không? Đi ra nước ngoài hay không? Tại sao không? To travel abroad basically can be for many things. Can be just for sightseeing, just to visit places, you know? Or it can be for studying abroad. Du học hoặc là đi du lịch thôi, bình thường thôi. Or it can be for immigration, for migrating to another country. It can be for migration, you know, sự xuất cư, nhập cư gì đó, migration. It can be for immigration, sorry. Immigration. It can be for just a short trip. Có thể một chuyến đi ngắn thôi. But basically you have different experiences and what can be the benefits of that? Does it open your mind in any way? Does it help you to make better decision? Có giúp mình quyết định tốt hơn hay không? Does it open your mind? Sorry, mind without S. And does it help you make informed decision? Does it help you make well-informed decision? Giúp các bạn quyết định những cái quyết định mà được thông tin tốt để không có phạm sai lầm, so that you won't make mistakes. Okay, so focus on the 63, okay? You have, okay, let me just move this one a bit. Okay, there you go. You have 2 minutes. 2 phút suy nghĩ bắt đầu. Alright, time to do it, time to deal with it. Now, Miss Nhung, would you like to be the first person to answer it? 63, part 2. Describe an interesting experience you have had, please.
Yeah, to be honest, the most fascinated experience I have
The
done.
most fascinating experience, because it describes the nature of your experience. Nó miêu tả cái bản chất của cái experience của em, của trải nghiệm của em. Fascinating. The most fascinating experience I have ever had was
I have ever had was a journey with my friends to
a journey. You mean a journey with my friend? Yes.
to discover the jungle. Next to my hometown. It have just happened for 5 years when my countryside haven't crowded like today. This was
When my countryside wasn't as crowded as today.
Crowded as today. This was a day off, and my group of friends, went to the forest to catch fish, and they invited me to sleep at this place for a night. I accepted. At first, it's really interesting because I can catch some fish and cook at this place. And in night, we have at night we have built a small house like a tent, to sleep at this place.
Okay.
But at the night, I see some
I saw, but at night I saw.
I saw some it's a like dangerous animal.
I
Yeah.
saw a dangerous animal. Yes, and what happened?
I just shout and climb to the tree.
Oh, so you shouted and climbed on the tree, right? On the trees.
Yeah, but it's really funny.
Wait, was it fun or funny?
Fun. It's fun. It's really
Fun
fun.
means something that makes you laugh, but that gives you a lot of joy. Vui vẻ. But funny means like something that makes you laugh out loud, or it can also mean negatively. To say that someone's behavior is bad. Nó có thể có nghĩa tiêu cực, đó là nói về cái hành vi ai đó buồn cười quá. Funny also mean là có thể có nghĩa funny là làm cho mình phá lên cười, còn cái fun nó chỉ là vui vẻ thôi. Phá lên cười.
Was fun story because this animal come close to us. It just
This animal came close to us
and it's just a small cat.
it was just a small cat, yes.
Yeah. And I slept at this place for night and came back home in the morning
Okay.
and said it with my parents. Yeah, and if have some chance, I will try it
If I have a chance, nếu tôi có cơ hội.
have chance, I will try it again.
If I have a chance, I would try it again.
I could try it again.
I would try it again. I think I will try it again. It's okay too. You can use first conditional for this case. Có thể là câu đề kiện loại 1. Tại vì mình cảm thấy là cái chuyện rất là có khả năng xảy ra. It can be a first conditional if clause because you might feel that there is something that's highly likely that will happen. So if I have a chance, I will try it again. Okay. Now, Mr. Young, please describe an interesting experience you have had.
So, a month ago, I have a trip to district to Hồ Xuân Hương Stadium.
Wait, Hồ Xuân Hương Stadium, which is a stadium in... Giải thích ra ngay. Cái tên nó không phải tiếng Anh. It's not an English name. Try to explain it now immediately. Hồ Xuân Hương Stadium, which is
for gyms and competition.
You have to explain what Hồ Xuân Hương Stadium is.
It's a stadium for competitions and competition and some event that usually happen right there. So right at the time I run there for a fest. A fest is a market for artists.
Because a fest basically it's festival, you know, it stands for festival. Let's just use the word festival, okay? A festival.
A festival for it's like a market for artists that they can sell their goods.
Of course.
So I'm going there. I have gone there to buy goods, but the first thing happened is I come there. It's very crowded.
It's very crowded and
it's really hot out there. I have to stand outside the stadium, wait to my turn. So I have to
wait for my turn and waited for my turn.
Wait.
I had to. So I had to wait for my turn.
I had to wait for my turn, so it took me 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Took you an hour and 30 minutes? That's a lot.
Yes, it's like a sea of people.
It's like an ocean of people.
So
it's like an ocean of people.
It's like
It's like an ocean of people. We don't say a sea of people, we say an ocean of people, you know?
Ocean of people.
It's like an ocean of people.
So I'm going there to my two classmates, and we come there by ghost. But actually, the first experience that I expect uh is facing the
The
crowded
first
place.
experience that I expected was
Expected was
the first
facing
experience that I expected was
first experience that I expected was I could stay there for meeting my favorite artist
okay.
for a long time. I just met him online, not actually in offline. So that's the first time. But unexpectedly, expect to tell me unexpected or không gọi là không dự đoán được trước ấy rồi.
That I could not anticipate. To
Anticipate.
anticipate something. To anticipate something. Mong chờ trước. To anticipate something means to expect something to happen. Mong chờ cái gì đó diễn ra. To anticipate something, mong đợi gì đó trước.
So it's not happened because the
It
artist.
didn't happen but it didn't happen.
It didn't happen because the
Like I
artist
expected it. Like I anticipated it.
anticipated
Okay.
so it didn't happen because the artist himself on his school. So he's
Because the artist had sold.
sold.
So the artist had sold all of his goods. Wow, that's good.
So
huh?
of his goods for sell all of his goods. So he's go home early. So I
So
cannot
he
meet
went
him.
home early. Oh my god.
He
Past
went.
tense.
Okay.
So he went home early.
He went home early. So I cannot meet him, and I have to swim in the ocean of people, buying goods from that place. And after that, we a little bit lost in District 3, but
We were
after
a little
that,
bit lost. We were lost in District 3.
we lost
Okay.
in District 3, and that's my first experience when I were far from home and staying with
It's a bit too long, I think. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Now, Miss Tin, please describe an interesting experience you have had, please. Past tense, be careful.
The interesting experience that I want to mention in my first day of school when I was only 5 years old.
When I was only 5 years old.
Years. At this time, I just a child, but
At that time, I was just a child. I was just a child.
was just a child, but I remember everything very clearly.
Of course, you should.
Yes, it was the first time that I met many people in an environment. I cried a lot because it was strange and I felt scared. However, the teacher comforted me, gave me the toys, and introduced some new
Introduce
friends.
and then introduce.
Introduced some new friends to me.
Okay.
I quickly get on well with
I quickly
them.
got on well.
I
quickly got on well with.
got on well with them, and I enjoy the feeling of going to school. I don't feel scared anymore.
So I didn't feel scared anymore. I didn't feel scared anymore.
Scared anymore. For me, it's worth not only the first, but also the most memorable
Memorable.
experience.
The most memorable. The most memorable.
The most memorable
Memorable.
experience.
Also the first, the most memorable. Most memorable.
Memorable.
Memorable what?
Experience.
Okay, good. The most memorable experience I have ever had. Okay, good, good, good. Now, so good. Now let's go to part 3 now. So, Mr. Young, please, do you think that people need to have more interesting experiences in their life? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Do you think people need to have more interesting experiences in their life? Why or why not? Mr. Young, please, your microphone. All of your microphones are off.
I think yes, because it will mark their life and they have something to remember. Um, the it's like it marks something in your life, like a really nice experience. Like me with the festival. Um, and if they don't have it, their life they don't have any experiment
Wait, experiment or experience? Hai cái nghĩa khác nhau hoàn toàn
experience.
nha. Experiment, thí nghiệm. Experience, trải nghiệm hoặc kinh nghiệm.
Okay, experience. So like if you don't have experience about fixing
Electronics, những đồ điện tử.
electronics,
Electronics, những đồ điện tử. Electronics means like things that are related to machines like computer, lights, all kind of like household appliances, like washing machines, like microwave oven. These are electronics, of course.
yeah, fridge.
Phones, fridges.
If you don't have experience about electronics, you cannot fix it.
You cannot be successful, right?
Yes, it cannot be
You
successful.
have to say no. You have to say no. You cannot be
No.
successful. Phải trả lời no mới đúng nha.
No, okay.
No, you cannot be successful. Chứ không phải là yes thì đúng rồi. Cái này bị dính hoài. Rồi cả trăm lần vẫn dính hoài à. You have to be careful. You have to say no. More. Cho ráng nó không nhiều hơn đi các bạn. Okay, try to say no more, okay? Anything else? That was a good answer, actually. So, Miss Nhung, what do you think? Do you think that people need to have more interesting experiences in their life? No?
It's me. It's me.
Do you think people need to have more interesting experiences in their life? Why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes,
Yes,
I
definitely.
think. Yes, I think people need to have more interesting experience because when they were young, they have a lot of times and health to try more things and problem, which may become a fascinating experience. Or yeah, if if you don't try it when you young and
If
in the
you
future
don't try when you
get
were young,
yeah, and in the future when you get older
you could
you
not. You might not have. You might not regret. You might regret it because you.
regret a lot.
Aren't that true?
Yeah, get bored. And when you get older, you have some beautiful memories to remember.
Okay. Now, so Miss Kim Tien, please. So, what can be the benefits of having different experiences then? What do you think? Please speak slowly and clearly.
I think having having different experiences will have us become optimistic and
Optimistic and become
reduce
optimistic and
reduce the pressures, because when we deal with different experience, we will know
experience or experiment. When you have different
how
experiences, khi
how
bạn có những trải nghiệm khác nhau.
yes, you will have more skill to deal with difficulty, and also we will feel that life is interesting and have more motivation to face with challenges.
To deal with challenges, right?
Yes.
To deal with challenges, I say. Okay. But I'm not satisfied yet with the answer. So, Mr. Yoon, what do you think? What can be the benefits of having different experiences then?
I think it's increasing rate of being successful in
Sorry, it is.
increasing
It's increasingly more difficult to.
không, it's increasing
So
the
you
successful
so
rate.
it increases. It increases. Why would you use it increasing? Why would you
Increasing.
use that form? Tại sao mình sử dụng cái
Okay.
dạng đó làm chi vậy? Because
Okay.
it increases
It increases the successful
the
in
success rate, right?
success rate in không kiểu
Tỷ lệ thành
tăng khả năng may mắn tăng khả năng thành công trong cuộc đời rồi.
The success rate increase the chance to succeed. The chance to succeed in life. Gia tăng cái khả năng thành công trong cuộc đời. It increases chance to succeed in life.
Yes. It gives us a lot of knowledge about what we are about what we have experienced.
Okay.
I think so.
I think the same too. Okay, so Miss Nhung, please, do you think that everybody should travel abroad? Why or why not?
Yes, I agree with that. Everybody should travel abroad because
If they have the money, if they have the money, they should.
yeah, if they have the money, they should. Yeah, and they will know more the culture of another country, and this is a chance to
A
study the
chance
way.
to. This is a chance to. It's a chance to.
Chance to study the way they solve another business, solve the problem.
What? The chance to see how people solve problems.
Yeah, and you can get more experience. Yeah, experience to come back to come back your country.
To come back to their countries and then solve it.
Yeah, and solve it, and maybe it's have you easy to get a job in your country.
It will help you easier to get a job in the country. But of course, you have to study abroad and get a foreign degree.
Yeah.
You will need to study abroad and get a foreign degree.
Foreign degree.
Một cái bằng cấp ở nước ngoài and get a foreign degree.
Yeah. Yes, foreign degree. And this is a bonus. Like a plus.
Of course, it's a plus.
Yeah.
Good. Now, so what do you think, Mr. Yoon? Do you think everybody should travel abroad? Think about the cases of people who try to go abroad to work. So,
So
Like a lot of people in the north of Vietnam, they try to travel abroad to work abroad, you know, but then they did not have a good education at all. But did not have a good education at all, so they ended up in working in factories and shady businesses, you know, trong những doanh nghiệp mà nó khá mờ ám, shady businesses.
Well,
So you have to be careful. Not everybody should travel abroad.
yes, I know, but usually travel abroad is just for wealthy family. For the
Wealthy family? Are you sure?
Yes, yes. Usually.
Okay, usually.
Still maybe it's not really rich, like don't have money in their pocket. They still can go abroad, like students. They can find scholarship.
Of course, they can find a scholarship.
The worker, they want to find a job in another countries. They can find anyways, have contract with the
Contractors?
yes,
With the company.
contractors. The company, yes, the company or the business for working in another countries, like in Japan or maybe USA.
Or the
If they don't really have much like but they really want to work in another country for for more money for their life, for the children. And like in my age, we usually find scholarship to go abroad, so it's friendly with our families, and my families will not pay real much about my
We
school
don't have to
fee.
worry too much about your payment, about your
Yeah.
future studying abroad, I say. It's just a lot of money, you remember that. It's a lot
I
of
know.
money, trust me, it's a lot of money.
Not really much.
Anyway, it's just a lot of money, yeah. Okay, I think let's try another topic. 62. Describe an important place in your city. This is the last topic, okay? Miêu tả một cái nơi quan trọng trong thành phố các bạn. Like an important place should be a place that people cannot live without. Con người ta không thể nào mà sống mà thiếu nó được. A place that people cannot live without. Like for example, hospital. Of course, hospital is a very important place in the city. So because it treats disease, it treats people, and it helps people with their diseases and illnesses. So super important. Schools are also very important too, because it helps educate people. Stadium, not really. Not that much important, because without sports, without that, people can still survive easily, right? Wouldn't have any major problems, isn't it? Không có đó thực đâu có vấn đề to lớn đâu. Swimming pool, not really. Without a swimming pool, people would still be able to survive quite good. But without hospital, you will see a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Well, without governmental buildings, like the governmental building, những tòa nhà mà của chính quyền đó. Like the police. Without the police, you will see real crime rate increasing so much. There will be no law on the streets. Không có luật pháp trên đường phố. There will be no law on the streets. And criminals will be everywhere. So, describe an important place in your city. Miêu tả một nơi quan trọng thành phố các bạn. You should say where it is, nơi nào vậy. How often do you go there? Bạn có thường tới đó hay không? What people do there? Con người ta làm gì ở đó? Explain why you think it is important. Tại sao bạn nghĩ nó là một nơi quan trọng? Okay. 2 minutes now, please. Alright, let's do it. Miss Kim Tin, you first, please. Please describe an important place in your city.
The hospital is the most important place in my city. It's
Are you
like
talking about a hospital in particular, or are you talking about hospital in general?
this
Because
in
if you talk about hospital in general, no the. Không có mạo từ xác định the nếu mà em muốn nói về hospital nói chung. Còn nếu mà em muốn nói cụ thể hospital nào phải dùng the như này nha. So if you want to talk particularly a hospital in mind, that's the hospital. If you want to talk about hospital in general, no the. Just hospital. Okay, let's try again.
for me, hospitals is the most important place. It's like the heart of the city.
Heart or heart?
Heart,
The heart. Ah, the heart.
the city
It's like a heart.
of the city. The
Okay.
first time we come to this world, we are born in the hospital.
In
When
the
we were
hospital.
Yes, when we are sick, we go to the hospital.
When we are sick. What is sick? When we are sick. When we are sick.
When we are sick,
Cẩn
we
thận
go
nha. When we are sick, we
go to hospital. Even when someone dies, they want to give their body for research.
well, would you do that?
Yeah. So it means that when they died, uh, someone are in the hospital also.
Okay.
Yes.
That's why there are a lot of that's why there's a lot of ghosts in hospital, you know.
Especially during the time of COVID-19,
Yes.
the hospital is the place that uh, maintain people life. So since I don't have a serious illness, I still go to hospital for
Hospital. I still go to hospital for
uh, every 6 months to
every 6 months.
month to check my health. So that's one reason why I think that hospitals are important.
Okay, that's why I think hospital is important, I see. Alright. Now, okay. Miss Nhung, please. Can you describe an important place in your city?
Yes, and to be honest, I don't know almost the important place in my country. But the first idea comes to
Wait,
my
city.
mind
In your
is
city. In your city. Sorry.
in my city. Yeah, in my city. And the first idea comes to my mind is desalination place.
It's what?
Yeah, desalination place. It
À,
is
cái
the
nơi
place
khử
that
mặn. Desalination.
desalination place.
Desalination place. Nơi để khử mặn.
Yes.
Because de mean remove. Sal means salt.
Salt.
Yes, so desalination to remove the salt. Oh, are you living near the beach?
Yeah, it is. Yes,
course.
I live near the beach. And it is quite near the beach. This place quite near the beach. And it took a long time for me to to avoid display. And it is not a place to travel. So it not
Okay.
attracts me to go there usually.
It's not attractive. It's not attractive for me to go there. Nó không có mang tính hấp dẫn. It's not attractive for me to go there.
At display, individuals pump the salt water to the big tank and they put all of the water to the machine and the machine will the output of the machine is the sweet water.
Machine. The machine became a machine. The machine.
Yeah. I don't know how the machine works, but I just know the output of it is sweet water.
And sweet water. And basically, it's not sweet water. It's clean water. We just say clean water.
Yeah.
We don't say sweet water. We say clean water. Okay?
Yeah. This what the people can drink it.
Then the people can drink it, and water is extremely important for the survival of any city. Nước cực kỳ quan trọng cho sự tồn tại của bất kỳ một thành phố nào. So water is extremely important for the survival of any city.
And
Is that all?
in my city, the people almost live by growing some plants, so it's really important for them, for the farmer. Yeah, for the
Okay, sorry. Okay, so Mr. Yoon, please finish that. Describe an important place in your city, please.
So, the most important thing in our life is money. And
Are you sure?
and the first thing I came into my mind is bank. The
The
bank.
bank?
Yes.
Are you sure? I don't even go to bank anymore. We have internet banking now.
But I have been to the bank when at my time. The bank is really serious. So I went to a bank and it's in the center of Ho Chi Minh City. I've been there when I go in District 1 for visiting there for fun.
Or visiting there for fun, just for fun!
Yay, that's right.
Uh-huh.
And people often go there to keep their money and valuable.
To keep the valuable. To keep the valuable. To keep the valuables. Money, valuables, bonds. You know what bond is, right? Dry fuel?
Yeah. Maybe gold or diamonds, whatever. Gold.
Gold, of course, gold. Of course, gold. But these days, people do internet banking a lot, so
Yeah, I know.
Maybe I don't think it's that much important anymore. Everything's being replaced. You know what's so important? It's the internet place.
Yeah, I know.
Of course, the internet is the most important thing now, besides from water and electricity. So I think what else? Cái trạm điện của cả thành phố nó quan trọng cực kỳ luôn á. So basically the what's it called? What's it called? I forgot. Nhà máy xử lý nước. Water purification. So it's the water purification plant. Nhà máy xử lý nước. And we have electric grid, mạng lưới điện, electric grid, and we have what else? Thực sự điện nó không làm cho thành phố, mà nó làm cho những cái nơi hẻo lánh hơn, người ta đưa một lưới điện thành phố thôi, lưới điện trong toàn bộ đất nước. So basically we don't have electric power plants in the city.
Where part?
Say again?
Wi-Fi packet.
Of course, we have internet provider. Người cung cấp net.
Yeah.
Of course, but we don't know where they are. Actually, we don't know. Anyway. Okay, is that all?
Yeah, I have a little bit more. So, if the money not really important, I think it's the history, historical,
Historical.
place, historical place,
Historical.
because it's been for a long time. I don't remember how long is that?
Those places. There's those places can generate money for the city.
Yeah, and it's really old now, and it's perfect place for aesthetic picture.
Aesthetic. No, I think it's called art teachers and students.
Yeah. Okay.
For art teachers and students to visit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's good. That's good. All right, that's all for today, and so we did a lot today, actually. Very good. We did a lot today. Okay, so I'll see you on Thursday. Chúng ta là phải sửa bài writing task 2 cho ngày thứ 5 nha mọi người. We should do writing on Thursday, okay? Sửa bài nha, chứ không phải là dạy bài mới nha. It's like we need to correct our writing on Thursday, okay? Okay, I already told you that before, okay? Okay, that's the end of my videos. Please like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads, okay? You can also press follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi nha. Các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này bạn bè các bạn. Nhấn vào nút đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nút cái chuông kế bên cạnh để đăng ký kênh á, để mà các bạn có thể được thông báo về những video mới nha. Các bạn cũng có thể nhấn vào nút theo dõi Facebook mình, nhưng nhớ đừng kết bạn Facebook mình nha. Thank you and see you. Bye.